So I told myself once I got over 20 subscribers, I'd make a video shout out for my favorite veteran nonprofit. So, Irreverent Warriors. You've seen their ads probably on Facebook about the Silkies hikes they do. They they really mean a tremendous amount to me. I've gone to about 6 of their hikes and I recommend it for anyone. It's genuinely an incredible feeling. It feels just like the camaraderie that you're used to from when you're in. It it's hard to actually put it into words, and I'm going largely unscripted. I wrote down some stuff to touch on basic points, but I mean, so the point is to bring vets together through humor and camaraderie to prevent veteran suicide. And I gotta say, from a lot of the people I've talked to on these hikes, man, it works. If you're wondering something to do on a random weekend, there's not one every weekend, but every year there should be one on a random weekend that you can go to. And even if you only go to that one closest to you, that once a year, it is well worth it. I travel a little bit to go to some, but you don't have to. It's not required. There's a lot of people that go to every single one. A lot of retirees go, don't feel like you're too old to go on this hike. It's not a physical activity, it's a networking opportunity. And I've made a lot of good friends there. I've reconnected with a bunch of friends there. It's a good excuse to get out of the house and actually hang out with a bunch of other vets. You can vent about what you're going through. Someone might vent to you about what they're going through. It is well worth it to give it a try. And I know a lot of the vets out there are going to be like, oh, it's cheesy to be going on a Silkies hike once you've been out for X amount of years. And, you can feel like it's cheesy all you want, but if you're stuck at home alone and isolating instead of networking with other vets, that is a you problem. It's a wonderful charity, and they make it a fun time for all of us. Loads of pictures, lots of new people, and even if you feel shy and don't want to meet new people, hit up your buddies from when you were in. I promise you, at least 3 of them will want to go. Just try to convince them to go with you just that first time. And, maybe the first one's not that great. Try it again. Sometimes there's inclement weather and we still do the hike. The whole if it's not raining, we're not training thing. Still in effect. So, be mindful of that. But it's still well worth it. You're basically walking. It depends on the route, and it depends on the year, and it depends on so many different things. But it can be anywhere from 7 miles to 22 kilometers. We all know why it would be 22 kilometers. Um, and you basically have a little bar crawl, and you have a lot of fun hanging out with other vets. And if you don't drink, no one pressures you to. It's just a good way to get to know other vets in your local area or get to know vets from across the country. There's a lot of people that do this. Every hike I've been on has had at least 200 people. You will find people that you get along with. You'll find new friends. You'll find old friends. I ran into someone from boot camp at one of the hikes. I hadn't talked to him in 10 years. And there he was. And he recognized me. It's insane. Just go try it. They're well worth it. Plus, if you're wondering about the financials, excuse me, if you're wondering about the financials of this nonprofit, it's really good. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's like 96 and 4% or something. All the money they raise goes toward the vets. It's a really great thing. And if your significant other wants to go, but they're not a vet, they can still volunteer. And we love those volunteers because they be handing us water and stuff on those hikes, and we love the volunteers. I recommend anyone try it. Bring your family, bring your friends. Just get out of the house. I know how rough isolation can be on people, but you need to give it a real chance, okay? It's worth it.